I didn't. No. I said you never had sex.
Why?
Ever. So you tell me you're a virgin?
Oh my God, yes. My dad raised me to be one.
Okay, I'm surprised. I'm almost glad to take a picture because I don't believe it. But that's cool. It's rare.
That is not rare.
What you mean it's not rare?
Yes, it is.
What world you living in?
It's 2016. What you talking about, virgins?
Yeah.
Hey, what virgin? You show me a virgin other than you.
I'll show you a
You got some friends that's virgins? Right, 5 and 6 year old.
Anyway,
when you get to 11 and 12, it's over.
Go ahead, bro.
It says,
I was fucking in. So shit.
It says, I have made all things to all men that I might by all means save some. So
he basically act like everybody to win your soul. So yeah. So if you got a hood nigga that come up, you're like, man, Joe, you know what I mean? Check this out, bro. You know what I mean? You gonna go down to his level of understanding, so you can show him.
Now show her that she didn't know what the definition of the word smart is. Why you been
Second Corinthians 5 and 6, right?
6 and 9.
6 and 9. Yeah, 6 and 9. It's 6 and 9. As unknown and yet well known, as dying, and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. Hey, oh yeah. It said, "O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is." Oh yeah, skip that. This 2 Corinthians 6 and 8. By honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true.
So the scripture says, as deceivers. People think we're deceivers, but we're still telling you the truth.
We just
Now,
cunning. We just
if
cunning
I
with our
wanted
words.
to, huh? No, but no, you said y'all that's still manipulative. You said I could if I wanted to manipulate you if my end result was to bring you into the knowledge of the truth. All right. How I do it and whatever my modus of operandi would be, as long as it's righteous coming from the end point and the result of telling you the true doctrine, it doesn't matter.
So what do we do back?
Huh?
Say we can hate back.
Hate back?
Yeah, you say that they doing this, so.
Of course I'm supposed to hate them back. You want me?
I got a scripture for him.
You get the bring.
Hey, what's that?
I got a scripture.
I know we gotta wait on the
give me the
Lord.
one from David. King David, don't I hate them, oh Lord?
You're right.
That's what you get.
1:30.
Oh, get it, brother.
Okay.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
And then, you got your Quran on you? Oh, I thought you was a Muslim woman. I thought you were supposed to have your word with you.
She just put her hood on.
I know.
She just covered her
I
head.
know. She just did, and that's
She
how
covered her
it was
head
supposed to be
earlier.
from the jump street. But at the same time, I want to show you through the Quran that you're not supposed to be dealing with the Quran or that Muslim faith.
It's
Absolutely.
bullshit. Yeah,
And I'll
it's
prove it to
bullshit.
you in the Quran.
So, with the Adam and Eve thing.
Oh, we can go back to that. We got this.
I know, and that's going to be right after this.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
read
bro.
this. This Psalms 139 and 21. It says, "Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
He said, what? Do not I what?
Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate
He
thee?"
said, do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? That King David, the Most High, described him as his friend, as the apple of his eye, man.
The man after his heart.
A man after his own heart. All right? That's how he described this man.
It says, "Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee?"
So the Most High got enemies. Would you consider the enemies of the Lord your enemies? That's what he's saying too. He said, I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
He said, "I hate them with perfect hatred."
What kind of hatred?
I hate them with perfect
Not
hatred.
only just regular hatred.
That's perfect. It's
Perfect
It's
hatred.
perfected. It's perfected.
That's righteous from the Spirit of the Lord.
It says, "I count them mine
He
enemies."
said, I count them mine. Whoever the enemies of the Lord is my enemies. Now, were they friends? Are people who did this to the sons of the Lord, were they enemies or friends with God? So then it's righteous to hate the white man.
Scriptures say never trust thine enemy.
Now the thing is, I got it. Now before I hate any just random so-called man who might appears to be white, me being a spiritual man, like this guy, he might appear to
Hey,
be white.
can I
right?
ask you a question,
I'll
brother?
say, what's your nationality?
You got that swag.
You're American and Cherokee? What's your father? Huh? What's your father's father? He said his father's father is even more Cherokee. So he's trying to tell me that his father's father is Cherokee. If that was the case, he wouldn't be a white man. Now I don't know because I have to talk to him to see his spirit because he looked like he a cracker. but then he might be a Cherokee. So now I gotta go investigate. All right, that's what that would mean. I'm not gonna sit here and just automatically assume. But now if his actions show me that he's a cracker, then guess what I'm gonna do? Cuss his out and tell him, cracker, get the fuck to stepping. I don't got nothing to do with you. But if his father proves to be a Cherokee, then I'll say, well, look, your father is Hebrew Israelite right here from the tribe of Gad. And that you need to come back into the law, statutes, commandments, and read the Bible and hear your history, your heritage, your culture. And then I would deal with him as a brother. And then, even dealing with him as a brother, if he refused to listen to the men of the Lord, I still say get the fuck to stepping. Because we're the teachers, and this is about waking up to the truth. If you don't wake up to the truth, you're no good to the Lord. Except to be the same as these other heathen and these other nations and these other people. Either you're righteous or you're not. There's no in between. And we're not going to sit there and coddle you. Well, that's okay. We'll be friends and buddies. But no, motherfucker. Either be righteous or you're wicked.
Hey, what the scripture say? What fellowship has a sheep with a wolf? What fellowship has light with darkness? So why would I fuck with you when you wicked? Why would I do it? You gotta fuck with him at all. Hey man, you need to give your number to this brother. You like that brother? You like that brother? I mean, he a good brother. You need to.
Okay, we gonna teach. But you gonna So you speaking about Adam, right?
You want his number?
You were speaking about Adam and Eve, right?
No, yes.
This is Genesis 2 and 7.
You don't know my question or what the thing was. So just read it.
You said what color was Adam and Eve. You spoke about them
I
being.
don't need to know that I'm not asking you.
I mean, I heard you. I heard that question you asked.
Okay. But we were talking about the serpent,
Uh-huh.
and the tree, right? It's not a perfect world already, right? From the beginning, right?
I don't really.
Like, that's
In
what
what
you
sense
gonna
are you
read.
talking about? In what
Explain
sense?
your question more.
Right, because explain.
You do have to.
No, what's your question? I didn't hear your question because you didn't.
I don't understand your
It's
question.
supposed to be. It's not a perfect world already, right? From the beginning, it's not a perfect world.
I mean,
He made it that way, right? Even though it was two black people on Earth with just
no,
a tree.
it was actually
It was more than just.
See, you don't understand
I
that whole
I'm asking
tree
something.
thing.
I'm trying to
that whole
understand
tree
where you
thing.
coming from.
Get the. I
Do
seen
you
men
know that?
walking the
I thought
street.
only God knows that.
That's Marcus.
You get that? I seen men walking these trees upon the earth. Adam and Eve weren't the only people that was on the planet. They were just. Adam was just the one that was chosen.
So what was the question?
It was other. She was basically saying, about Adam and Eve. Where it was already wickedness. Yeah, it was other people other than Adam and
You
Eve.
thought Adam and Eve was the first people?
Yeah, she thought that.
I said that. No, I ain't think.
Well,
I said this is what the reference said.
no, because it was more people other than Adam and Eve. Because the scriptures say the ears try words, his mouth tastes meat.
That's Job 34.
Yeah, so when they talked to the serpent, that was the tree that the Lord told them not to
The
to
serpent
deal
was
with.
an actual man.
It was an actual man.
That was the
Because
man.
have you ever heard this?
Ideology.
Yeah, right.
They listened.
Well, people
She
think
listened to what he was telling them.
I think that was a motherfucking talking ass snake. Which is
And there's nowhere in the Bible where it says she ate a fruit. I mean, where she ate an apple.
Because I asked you a question. What day was man created?
Yeah, what day was man? Yeah,
What day was man
that's a good
created?
question. She don't know. From the beginning. No, what day? And according to the Bible, what day?
The seventh day the Lord rested. So how was it? How was it
He created
So
everything.
he said the
that is.
sixth day. Now we're gonna prove you wrong, bro. A good try, because that's what most people think. Let's get Genesis the
I got
first
it.
chapter and let's start with verse. Let's start with verse 25 and 26, where they say sixth day, but they don't break it. They break it down totally wrong. All right? And then we're gonna break it down the right way, going back up to the 20th verse.
God. This is Genesis 1 and 23. In the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And the powers said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And the powers said, the beast of the earth after his kind. It's 25.
Read verse 26.
Right. Verse 26. And the powers said, let us make man in our image.
Read it plain.
And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
All right, keep going. Just to say what day it was. Right, they think that that's the day that he made man. Go ahead.
Right. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day.
So if they take that scripture, because at the beginning of the scripture, he said, read the beginning of that verse 26 again.
It says, and God said, let us make man in our image.
So they think that, oh, that's when he made man on the 6th day, right? No, he said, no, let's make man. Now, he didn't just say he just made them right then, but he said in his image, all right? And give them what? Read on.
It says, after our likeness, and let them have dominion.
And let them have what?
Dominion.
And have what?
Dominion.
Dominion. That was the 6th day is when the Most High gave dominion to man to rule. Not the day he made them. I'm going to prove it. Let's go back up to verse 20. We're going to break, not only animals, but nature, the plants, the so forth like that.
Who on the top of the food
and man, even men. All right, he put hierarchies of man, and he put hierarchies of a man over the animals, and hierarchy of animals over the animals and the plants, and so forth like that. That was power. Dominion is power. Because who has power? The Most High and the angels. That's why he said, let us make man in our likeness, like we do things. Now, what does the Most High do? Run shit. All right. So now let's go today. Let's go. Absolutely. All right. Let's go to verse 20, and we're going to see what when mankind was made. Let's break it all the way down, and we're going to have us a little science lesson. All right. Before we even go there, I'm going to ask you: did man come from the water? Or did we come from the earth?
Water.
Huh?
Earth.
You say earth, you say water, and you say what? Both. Okay, somebody is actually 100% correct. And unfortunately, you all not going to like it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's Genesis 1 and 20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life.
All right. Does man that walks with 2 feet, has a head and 2 arms and legs, do we have life?
Yeah.
Okay. How is the process of a man made? Right now, if this woman who said she's never had sex before decided that she would like to have a child, what's the first thing that she would need to do? Have sex. Now, when a man has sex with this beautiful woman, what is he going to do? He's going to take his penis and enter into what? Her vagina. We're going to, this is sex ed 101. It might be a little funny, all right? But when a man, what happens when he has sex? He does what? He ejaculates what? Sperm. Now, does sperm walk, fly, or swim? Oh, it swims. How do you swim? You swim on dirt? Oh, in a liquid. Okay, so in order for you to even have procreation, a sperm has to go into the womb and gets compacted in the seed, which is a seed gets compacted in an egg. Now, the egg was sitting there. Was the egg rolling? Was it floating, or was it flying? Oh, that was also floating too in somewhat a liquid fluid. Okay, so either way you look at it, it gets compacted, and then the baby grows inside the womb. Now, in order for that baby to get nourished, it has to be in what? An embryonic sac that is filled with what? More water, more liquid-based fluids. All right? In order for the woman to have that said same baby, something has to break. Her water must break. Everywhere we look at is coming through the water. All right? So, okay, go ahead. So read that again.
And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth.
It said, okay, the moving creature that have life, we said that man is part of creatures. Now it says, and in addition, fowl, which is birds, go ahead.
May fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created
And another addition, go ahead,
created great whales.
of fishes and different marine creatures in the water. So that's 3 different levels right there. That's 3 different levels right there in one scripture, and it goes over everybody's fucking head because they don't break it down. Go ahead.
And every living creature
Some.
that moveth.
Some living creatures.
And every living creature that moveth.
Majority.
And every living creature that moveth.
Do man move?
Are we
day-
alive?
That,
Let's break down that word creature. What does creature mean?
right.
Anything?
Something that's
created.
created. That's as simple as that. All right, go ahead.
It says,
Quran don't teach you that, dude.
it says, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind, and God saw that it was good.
So after every kind, so the Most High made, and how, a few of them at a time, or you said abundance was
Abundantly.
one? What's the word abundance mean? What? A lot. So it was not just one man made, it was not just one woman made. It was a great abundance of men and a great abundance of women after their kind. So there was also so-called, now we didn't have those labels at that time. The Most High didn't put the labels on them until the Genesis, the 10th chapter, when he called them this tribe or that tribe or this or that group of people. But it was millions of people made from day one.
We were all called Adamites.
And we're all called Adamites of the earth, of the ground.
This Genesis 5:1.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him, male and female,
That
created.
is male singular or plural? Plural. That's it right here in the word. People got to go down in the word.
It says male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were
They're
created.
the Adamites. That's what they were called, basically mankind of the earth. Even at that time, the so-called white man had color. There was no such thing as a white man at that time. All right? Now, over time, through the scriptures, we can go break it down. The Spirit wants us to, that how the so-called Caucasian man came on to earth with no pigment in his skin. All right? But that was as a mark to, that was the mark assigned to Mark Cain. All right? And, but that answers your question. Genesis the 20th. Huh? Who? White man? No, that he's descendants of Cain. All right. Well, let's go to Genesis the 3rd chapter when he got the money. No, Abel got killed. How can Abel didn't have any descendants?
Thanks.
You have to go.
My question.
Well, I tell you this, sister. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a warning. All right? Because we're in the middle of the Lord. That Muslim faith and that Muslim doctrine is wicked, and the Most High is going to destroy anybody calling on Allah who is a Hebrew Israelite, or anybody who calls on Allah. I don't give a fuck what nation they are in.
What does
Right?
Allah mean? What does it mean in Hebrew? So when you say God, there's many gods.
Okay,
But
so
he ain't got a
what's
name?
his name? And if you say Allah, that means the word Allah in Hebrew means power. All right, it means power. It means power. You said what? Where's that in the scriptures?
See, the Allah, the God of the Bible of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has one name. He gave it to Moses.
And if you're not calling on the name of the Hebrew Israelite name of the Lord, you don't know the Lord. If you're not calling on his son, matter of fact, real quick, give me Proverbs 30 and 4. Because the Lord says, what's his name and what's his son's name? The Muslim faith is not going to teach you that. Why? Because they're doing a faith. Matter of fact, how can a Muslim faith be righteous when they got a book called Mary in it? Miriam. And then they talk about who they say, of course they say Jesus when it's actually talking about lame name, y'all.
Well, you was a little late.
No, he gave it to me.
What's going on?
It said, absolutely.
That's right.
All right. But if you go into the Quran, you just got a book of Miriam. They talk about Jesus, they talk about Moses, they talk about Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. The book Baqarah 4:20, I believe, says, pay attention, or call to mind the special covenant and favor I gave to you, O children of Israel, and keep the covenant that I have given you. The covenant to Israelites is the scriptures. They tell you right there, don't even pay no attention to that book. But then how can a Quran be holy if it's talking about Mary, talking about Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, which came out of this book, and this book right here says don't add no additions or take away from this book in the book of Revelations. So then that's a plagiarized book. And then what country and what race of people is all in that? The so-called Arabs. Those not our people. Then you got to go back into the history when the book came around, back around in the 600s. All right? So then what was going on in history then? The Moors were running Europe at the time, and they set that whole, the Catholic Church actually set up the whole, set up the whole Muslim doctrine and the whole faith as a means of control. Now we got a whole bunch of niggas sitting up there swearing by the fucking Quran.
How you know that? In the Quran, it tells you, you children of Israel, seek after your God.
That's right. It tells you seek after your covenant. The covenant I gave you, and that covenant is hidden here in the scriptures, bar none. And now if you continue to follow that modus operandi, that mode of operation, the Most High is going to kill you.
Where's the Nation of Islam? Where's that from?
Supposedly
Israel.
I'm talking to you.
and that's madness, because you're not going to find that nowhere in the scriptures. In the scriptures, you're going to find out that you're a Hebrew Israelite by blood, and he gets very, very jealous when you deal with other names, other doctrines, and other philosophies.
That's why we
and the Most High not going with it. You need to know the name of Yahweh, and you need to know the name of Yahweh Shai. That's the names that's going to save you. And then, then what prophecies is the Quran even prophesying about? What's going to happen to our people according to the Quran?
They don't adapt to the ways.
Oh, who? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Then with that motherfucker, shitting, pissing ass motherfucker, who lying and sending my people the fuck off, motherfucker. What prophecy? What does it say about the identification of who is who in the world today? Who does the Quran identify as the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians? The Bible is going to sit there and tell you that Jeremiah 17:4. Give me that real quick. Let me show you a quick ass prophecy that's so cold-blooded you can't dip and dodge.
This is Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "And thou, even thyself,
thou, even you,
shall discontinue from thy heritage."
The word discontinue means what? To stop from your what?
From thine heritage.
What's the word heritage mean? Culture. Your heritage, your culture, your race. Somebody on the planet was supposed to stop from the race that they were supposed to be given by the Lord. What group of people on the planet to this day don't know who the fuck they are? If I sit there and say, "Hey brother, what's your nationality?" What's the first thing you would tell me? What? African American. He just told me a continent of Africa, which has 50-something different countries in it, which is retarded. And then he says America, which is a land that's not a real nation, because it came over here and stole this land from another group of people.
Which the names go back to Edomites.
Can I say
so-called
Baba
white
Kushaka.
All right. Now you have a father, right? He has a father. He has a father. He has a father. I can keep going, right? So, and you are who your father is, right? So if I go back so many fathers, that take us right out of America. So what was they calling themselves?
And if you say Africa, you still say that's a continent. If you go into Germany and ask a German, what's your nationality? He's going to say what? German. Not European. He's not going to give a fuck about the continent of fucking Europe. You don't call it China's cheap, not Chinese, he's going to say I'm Asian. He's going to say I'm Chinese. So calling yourself of a continent is retarded. And then call yourself, huh? Oh, see, you know what? That's the question that you're supposed to ask.
Right.
And I'll prove it to you who you are through the Bible. All right?
Well, if I may continue what I was saying
Go ahead, brother.
About now,
what's your
that
nationality?
take us right.
Salaki, brother, what's your nationality?
I'm American.
What's your father's your ethnicity? Don't worry about it. Go ahead, brother.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So
Go ahead, brother.
now, because we go back so many fathers, that take us right out of America, right? So now we can't say that we're African American. So now you left with just African, right? All right. So I'm gonna get now during the time of Noah, everybody was killed on the planet Earth, right? Except Noah, his son, his 3 sons, and their 4 wives, right? Now, everybody that's on the planet Earth right now comes from one of those 3 sons who repopulated the earth. one of the sons of Noah, which was Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So that means everybody on the planet comes from one of those three sons, right? Now, this is the Compact Bible Dictionary, because they say, so-called white people say that we come from Ham, but that's some bullshit, right? Here's where so-called white scholars admit that. It says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He, Ham, became the progenitor of the dark races. Could you read this next line for me right here?
Not the Negroes.
Not
The what?
the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Those are the true Africans. Those are. Do we have any pictures of any Hamites? Yeah, we do. That's right there. That's perfect right here. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly right, bro.
So they want us to think that we're these people, all right, when we are actually these people,
Their
because
spirits are totally different.
because Israel, who name was changed to Israel, it was Jacob, right? He comes from Isaac. Isaac comes from Abraham. All right? Abraham is the one who got the promise. Now, Abraham, his line goes back to Shem, the son of Noah, Shem. They saying that we come from the sons of Noah, Ham, when that's bullshit. And here it is where they admit it right here that we're not these Hamites who are the Africans of today.
No, but think about it. If we're Israelites by blood, all right, and we got more scriptures to prove it to you.
Why
Right?
didn't the slave sign say Africans for sale?
Right. Now, one slave sign said African for sale. They said Negroes for sale.
Right.
And then over time, it said colors. And then over time, it said after who? A so-called wicked-ass nigga who live in this city right here today, who killed Martin Luther King. All right? Fucking coon-ass Jesse fucking Jackson. His ass said, oh, we're African-American. And from that day forth, they started putting that shit on motherfucking applications and shit. But before that, you never heard that term all through the 1600s, the 1700s, or the 1800s. Not until 1960s did you hear that. All right? And that was another mode and lie to set our people off the course of who we are, because we are the true people and descendants of the Lord.
And then they also did that to our brothers, whether it was the Haitians, who are actually Levites, Israelites from the tribe of Levi. They also did it to the Trinidadians, the Belizeans, and Jamaicans, who are the West Indies from the tribe of Benjamin. Then you got also the Northern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying, which consists of the so-called Latinos and the Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? That's who we are, Israelites. But the scripture said that we will be called surnames and bywords, which they calling us today, whether it's niggas, Negroes, Spicks, Tontos, Wetbacks.
So how do we get the name Israelites?
How did we get the name Israelites? Well, from Israel, Jacob. See, we were the son. It's 3 classifications of men on the planet Earth. You got the sons of God, you got the sons of the devil, and then you got the sons of men. We are the sons of God, right? Now, before we were called Hebrew Israelites, we were called the sons of God. All right? Hey, please. All right, you got the one, but no more. All right? Ain't no fucking zoo. The original Palestinians, basically, that word go back to the Philistines, which are African people today, Hamites. But now, they call them Arab motherfuckers that's, Palestinian. But they not the original, Palestinians, which, like I say, that word go back to the Philistines, who were the Hamites, Africans, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, back to you, the first Hebrew was Abraham. All right? And then from Abraham, you had Isaac, then Jacob. And then the promise rested on the 12 sons of Jacob, which Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which in the Hebrew is Yasha'Allah. That's how you say Israel in the how you really say it. You know what I'm saying? It's Yasha'Allah, which means he prince of the power, or he prince of God. So we are the prince of God. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. We the chosen children of the Most High. There's a special chosen people, and we're it. And right now, we are on the bottom because of our deeds and our disobedience to our Father, the Most High, the Creator. All right? And so now we got to deal with the curses that he said that was going to be put on us in Deuteronomy 28. See, but now our punishment is up, basically, you know, and it's about to be back in the true form that it should have been, of us ruling and being in rulership, which is a good thing for really all people. All right, because we're going to rule not in wickedness, we're going to rule in righteousness. You got something?
I was on Deuteronomy 28.
Okay. All right.
I was holding it for him.
Right, and I was gonna give him a card, but
I guess you can head come down to this brother. You shot?
What's up?
Come down so you can hear these brothers.
It's right here available. Huh? Oh, dude, cat left?
Yes.
All right, but if did you give him a card?
He walked off.
Okay, well then that's on him. All right, that's on him. But the Lord, you know, we read Proverbs 30 and 4. What is his name and his son's name? Well, his son's name is right here, Yahweh, the Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. All right, those are names that's going to give you life. All right, that's my number that's right there. You know what I'm saying? Have any questions? Call and see what's up. All right, but I tell you right now, without being covered by Hebrew Israelite man, you're in danger. And without coming into the knowledge of the truth for the name of the Lord, you're in danger. We're here every week, Yahweh willing.
Here?
Yeah.
Right here.
We're right here every week between yes,
We
yes,
out
yes.
here.
Weeks, rain, sleet, or snow.
We're
And
here.
we don't.
You never seen this?
She haven't been down there.
She haven't Saturday.
Not on Saturday between 4 o'clock. Not between 4 and 9 on
That's
Saturday.
when I get off. That's when I'm walking here.
This is where you work at? You work
No,
at?
I'm coming from South Shore.
You come past here every
Yes,
Saturday.
I gotta go to Urban Park.
You was just, the
Going to
Lord
Red
just
Line.
kept us a secret from you. We was invisible.
I'm walking past you every day.
Well,
Every
Pretty
day.
much.
You
Well,
was
now you know where
invisible
you're at,
to-
and you're gonna see us more often if
That's
you're looking
weird.
for the truth.
I mean,
Right.
Lord, it's something he do what he do. He want things revealed.
Right, because all your
Right
answers got
there.
answered today, even before this brother got hurt. When you was talking to us, we gave you everything you asked. We gave you a scripture to back it up.
Yeah.
Some of it sound rough, but
It is what
hey,
it
we
is.
just come out. No, I'm saying
It's
to most.
real.
But I'm saying to
Because the
most
other guy
people,
just
right?
telling
They get
somebody else
mad
something
and all this shit, and they
That's
run
all I
off.
wanted to know.
But-
And if
Because I
you
was
got
stuck on
any
this thing for like
questions-
2 weeks.
And
If you got any questions,
the
there's
Quran
a-
wouldn't answer your questions either.
If you
Pretty
got
much not
any-
in 2 weeks.
If you have any questions,
Not 2 weeks.
if you
Too
have
late,
any
fellas, too
questions
late.
about what you read or anything, his number's on there, so you can call him directly. His number's on there.
It's on there.
Oh, he told
So
me.
you can call him directly if you have any questions.
Okay.
So, you know, if you want to, have a lesson with him or something.
All right, so now the Spirit brought it back. What's your nationality again? You said your father is Cherokee. So
Anytime.
you telling me that your father's Cherokee and your great grandfather's Cherokee?
My uncle's the chief for sure.
Your uncle's the chief? All right. Huh?
Michelle Hicks.
Michelle Hicks? Okay. So, hey, so he might be Cherokee if somebody broke her heart.
What's the matter? You need a hug? You sure? You look sad. You gotta put
Hey, yeah, take care of him. There you go. Go ahead, brother.
Go save him, Mike.
He
Go
hot
save him.
anyway. Go ahead, brother. Go save it. Go save it.
On you.
And we met, man. Okay. So you said your father is Cherokee, and your grandfather's Cherokee, and so forth. So you believe in the Bible?
I believe in him spiritually, but I don't necessarily. That's why I'm listening to you because I want to learn. You know what I'm saying?
So, well, do you believe in the Bible?
I guess no. If I'm being honest.
Why have you? Because have you read it?
I guess I mean I've read parts of it, but I guess I'm like everyone else. I was just like being what other people's perspective of it was as a child when I was growing up. Hearing all this hate, all this hate, and I was fulfilling it. So I just kind of said, all right, if these people are sitting here preaching it, believing so firmly, and it doesn't feel right to me, then how can I sit here and say that I believe it? But I'm not saying that I haven't ever felt, I haven't ever felt like any sort of divine spirit presence. That's just my
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm trying to investigate. But okay, intellectually speaking, how can you even put without reading it for yourself, make even a judgment on it? You got a question, brother? Though? No, we still dealing. If you got a question, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all for edification. All right? And I'm trying to edify him because he's telling me, even though it's still hard for me to see it. That's why he looks like he's a white guy. But he said that his father, his grandfather, and his great-grandfather, that they're Cherokee Indians, which would mean that he's actually an Israelite by blood.
If it actually goes back, because it's a lot of crackers out here that's claiming to be Native Americans.
Right.
So
That's that too. You know what I'm saying? But he said that his grandfather is Michelle Hicks, which is I guess the head of the Cherokee Nation right now. All right. Now and it's possible, and every Israelite is not going to come out looking like a dark, like Wesley Snipes. All right. Every Israelite's not going to be looking like Ving Rhames or Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? We got Israelites that.
It said, look.
Right. Bring it up.